Good afternoon. We are at the Lee property. We're going to be completing a repairability test. We'll be on this left slope, which is west. We have this damaged shingle we'll do the repairability test on, and we'll see how it affects all of those surrounding shingles. I'll give you an overview of all of those before we get started, showing you the current condition. All of these surrounding shingles could potentially be damaged during the repairability tests. So we'll take another look once we're all complete and see those results. For my tools, I'll be using a flat bar, putty knife, roof snake, and hammer. Then we have this 45-degree tool that we'll use to give us a visual for what 45 degrees looks like. We'll slide it underneath that damaged shingle. And I'll give you some views of that. And then throughout the repair test, any of those shingles that we do have to lift in order to complete it, we'll try to keep it at that 45 degrees or below. All right, we'll go and get started. Start by unsealing all of these shingles. We'll use the putty knife to unseal the top shingle. We'll use the flat bar to unseal the rest of those. See if there's any differences with those tools. And we'll start removing those nails. Got a nail that's a little bit overdriven, so we'll wait to get that one until we get that damaged shingle out. Make it easier to get that nail out. Got that last nail. Got that damaged shingle out. We'll go ahead and slide this new shingle in. Get it all lined up nicely. We'll start getting some nails in there now. We'll be using the roof snake for that. Alright, we're all complete with that repairability test. Give you another overview of all of those surrounding shingles. We'll take a closer look at these tabs right above that damaged shingle we replaced. You can see some stress fractures that occurred on these tabs where that matting broke. You can feel where these tabs are much weaker due to those stress fractures. It's going to not allow those shingles to do what they're designed to do. Those stress fractures are damaging the integrity of those shingles, and they're designed to shed water. The matting is the main component for that, so with that matting being broken on these shingles, those capabilities are compromised. Take a look underneath, see if we're seeing any mat transfer that occurred. You see some mat transfer right there. Piece of that matting, you can see where it was torn off the bottom of that shingle. Right there. You can see where that's leaving some exposed fiberglass. Also damaging the integrity of those shingles. As we can see the pieces of matting being torn from the bottom of the tab. So we got a little bit of mat transfer there. Take a look at this damaged shingle, see if we're seeing any mat transfer on this one. We can see a little bit of mat transfer along this shingle. Should be able to see where on the bottom of these tabs here where those pieces came from. We can see that area right there, the exposed fiberglass due to that mat transfer. A little bit right there. Along with damaging the integrity of those shingles with that mat transfer, it's also going to make it more difficult for the shingles to reseal properly once repairs have been made, as pieces of matting are stuck to that tar line now. So with all of those damages that occurred during the repairability test, all those stress fractures and mat transfer, which we had mat transfer along both these rows of shingles, and we used the putty knife to unseal the top one and then the flat bar to unseal this one. So it's going to be impossible to get around that mat transfer. And with those damages, that's going to be cause for potential water intrusion. We have an additional 3 damaged shingles. We got shingle 5, 1 tab on shingle 6, and then shingle 7. All of those have stress fractures or mat transfer along them. And we can see the wind damage on this roof is very widespread. Got it all over this left slope here. Got it all over the front slope as well. So I don't believe repairs are feasible, as all of the all of those wind damage shingles that are going to be repaired are going to be left in this condition. So this insured is going to have potential leak hazards all over their roof, anywhere those repairs are going to be completed. They're going to have an additional 3 damaged shingles for every single one of those repaired as well. I do not believe that would be indemnification, leaving the insured with more damaged shingles than they previously had. And then I also want to just point out here with the valley, how this can tie in, this left slope can tie into this back slope here as well. So I want to just show you, we can see this shingle ends here. So if we complete repairs to this shingle, most likely going to cause damage to the shingles above that. As we can see from the repairability test there, we can see that this shingle continues on and it goes underneath that valley there. So in order to complete repairs to the left slope shingles here, these back slope shingles will have to be manipulated, most likely causing damage to those shingles and having to make repairs up from there. So I just wanted to point out how this slope can tie into some other slopes as well. But I do not believe this roof is repairable. I'll go ahead and chalk up all of those damages and get some better pictures of those. Thank you for your time.